Not every door was meant to be opened. What do I mean by this? I'm going to get into that in just a second. But first of all, welcome to the channel. This isn't normally my style of video. For the two videos I've made, they have been more cinematic, but this is more of a behind the scenes, just raw kind of look into my brand Odyssey. So very quickly, for those of you who don't know, which most of you watching probably won't, Odyssey was a clothing brand that I started back in 2023, and it came off of the back of a previously failed clothing brand that I had started the year prior. And the brand has since evolved into more of an art slash clothing brand, more on the cusp of art, similar to Cause. And it sort of represents and signifies perseverance and just never giving up, and how greatness cannot be achieved overnight. It takes a long time, a lot of diligence. And yeah, that's pretty much Odyssey explained in a nutshell. So I do still sort of make t-shirt designs and hoodie designs, but I'm also focused on creating artwork, and any design that I've made, any artwork that I've made has always been based around some type of personal experience or some story that I'm trying to tell when it comes to Odyssey. And that is what I'm going to explain with this one that I am creating today. This idea has kind of been sitting in my head for a while. I want to say a good few months, probably about 7-8 months or so. I've only just gotten around to sorting it out. As you can see, the artwork was already started off camera because I started it 3 months ago or something, and I got busy and I kind of forgot about it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to finish it on a video. But anyways, so this artwork, as you'll see later on, is of a man who is standing in front of a closed door, and there's an open one out of reach, sort of further away in the distance. But he's so focused on this closed door, he tries penetrating through it, and he well, let's just say that it's not too great on the other side. And this sort of came about with this terrible job market that we are in, and me trying to apply for a new job because my current job, yeah, not so great. And not just me, but plenty of other people are faced with so many rejections, and some, again, myself included, we ain't even hearing back from some of these companies. You put in your effort, you apply, you don't even hear back, not even a rejection. A lot of them, it's like the CV is on auto rejection, which isn't very nice. This idea sort of became a reminder that behind every closed door was a danger that you were being protected from. Now, I'm a firm believer in the plan of Allah, God Almighty, and whatever He grants me or whatever He doesn't grant me is what is best for me. Now, a lot of the times, using this example of the job market, right? We might think, oh, why didn't I get the job? Why didn't I get it? Why didn't I get it? And it's good to have self-reflection and think to ourselves, how can we potentially improve for the next job application? But ultimately, it's pointless to ponder over why I didn't get into that specific company and sort of beating yourself up over that specific company or whatever, right? That's because you don't know what you were being protected from. You don't know if you would have entered that job and you would have been miserable from the day you entered. There may have been some scum things going on which you may or may not have been involved in. There may have been a co-worker which you didn't get on with and that caused a lot of tension for you. There may have been a number of things, a number of reasons that job didn't work out for you. Potentially, there wasn't necessarily anything bad with it. It was just you were able to pull yourself towards something greater. And this concept doesn't necessarily just apply to jobs. It can apply to any time in your life when you're faced with stress or uncertainty, a lot of rejection as well. It can apply to this. For example, this is kind of stupid, but for those of you who have to take public transport in the morning, myself included at the moment, you know the feeling that you get when you miss your first bus or your first train or whatever, and you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to be late now. This is so annoying. You know, a lot of times you don't know what could have happened if you'd stepped on that bus that you missed. You don't know what danger could have happened, what type of crazy person could have got on and caused you problems, what type of accident could have potentially happened. Maybe that bus ended up having a crash, so on and so forth. Potentially even the second bus that you get, and this has happened with me a couple of times, the second bus that you get still ends up getting you to work on time. In the grand scheme of things, it didn't matter. But ultimately, you could have been protected from something that could have harmed you on that first bus. I guess it alludes to this idea of running through so many different what if scenarios in your head with this one thing that you're fixated on. At the end of the day, you kind of have to move on. It's hard sometimes, but when we move on, then we potentially are able to find something better. That's, I guess, what this piece is representing. And yeah, that's what I want it to represent. And I know you're not always going to 100% have this mindset. Yeah, you're going to run through worries and doubts, but it's good to kind of stick through this. And I think this piece has become a reminder for myself and for everyone else, hopefully. That's it. And I think I'm kind of glad that I did it at this moment in time. It's more relevant now for me than it was 8 months ago. I mean, it was relevant then, but it's more relevant now. And I hope that whoever finds this video, if you do, then it's relevant to you as well. But yeah, that's the story behind the piece. In terms of like the inspo, I mean, there's heavy astral core vibes, you know, and I think surrealism. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, it's obviously created in my style, the Odyssey style that I developed. If you want a video of me showcasing all of that and how I developed the style, then let me know. I don't know, but the inspo for this piece I just loved, and I'm quite happy with how the piece turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff like this, I'm gonna try and hopefully do more of this anyways. Also subscribe to the Odyssey channel. It's kind of confusing that it's on a separate channel, but I guess yeah, I kind of want to keep like the short films and the main stuff to the Odyssey channel, and then any sort of behind the scenes stuff like this on here. So yeah, subscribe to both this and that. Thank you. So yeah, this is a reminder to myself and to everyone out there watching. If you are in a similar situation of, you know, uncertainty and you really feel like every door is just slammed shut in your face, just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't worry about that door. Move on from that door. Just keep pushing, and eventually you will find that open one. That light will find you and you will run towards it. It's just a matter of patience, a matter of resilience and persistence, which again, I'm not saying it's easy. It wasn't meant to be easy. Things that we work harder for, they bear a greater reward. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the artwork, and please subscribe to both this channel, the Odyssey channel, follow on the socials. They are linked in the description. If you want to check out my portfolio because you want some graphic design work, then also let me know as well. Just drop me a DM on Instagram or TikTok. Just drop me a DM, and yeah, I'll be happy to sort that out. All right, in a bit, people.